to initialize objects. The function of initialization is automatically carried out by the use of a special member function called a constructor. It will work, the constructor will works when an object of class temporarily created, the constructor is called automatically, and say for example x is initialized to 5 and y is initialized to 5.5, and you can also initialize the data member inside the constructor's body. Mainly use the constructors on C++. Suppose you are working on hundreds of person objects, and the default value of a data member is take a 0. Initializing all objects manually will be a very tedious task. Instead of this, you can define a constructor that initializes age to 0. Then all you have to do is create a person object, and the constructor will automatically initialize the age. So these situations arise frequently while handling array of objects. Also, if you want to execute some code immediately after an object is created, you can place the code inside the body of the constructor. Generally, syntax of constructor is a special member function that takes the same name as the class name. The syntax generally is given below. Class name, just arguments, default constructor for a x as the form x, scope x. So this is the same name. The constructor is automatically called when an object is created. There are several forms in which a constructor can take its shape, namely default constructor and parameterized constructors and copy constructors. A default constructor, this constructor has no arguments in it. Default constructor is also called as no arguments constructor. Example, class, creator, private, integer, the public. No arguments is there. An object can be initialized with another object of same type, this same as copying the contents of the class to another class. In C++ programming, we can provide a default values for function parameters. If a function with the default arguments is called without passing arguments, then the default parameters are used. Default constructor is the constructor which does not take any argument, it has no parameters. So this is the same context. A default constructor does not have any arguments. Parameterized constructor. Constructors with parameters are known as parameterized constructors. These type of constructor allows us to pass arguments while object creation. A parameterized constructor is just one that has parameters specified in it. We can pass the arguments to constructor function when objects are created. A constructor that can take arguments are called parameterized constructors. This example, observe this. Parameterized constructors possible to pass arguments to constructors. Typically, these arguments helps initialize an object when it is created. To create a parameterized constructor, simply add parameters to it the way you would to any other function. When you define the constructor's body, use the parameterized to initialize the object. When object is declared in a parameterized constructor, the initial value have to be passed as arguments to the constructor function. The normal way of object declaration may not work. The constructors can be called explicitly or implicitly. The mainly used the parameterized constructors are it is used to initialize the various data elements of different objects with different values when they are created. And next one is it is used to overload constructors. Copy constructor is a member function which initializes an object using another object of the same class. Whenever we define one or more non-default constructors, that means which parameters, for a class default constructor without parameters should also be explicitly defined, as the compiler will not provide a default constructor in the case. However, it is not necessary, but it's considered to be the best practice to always define a default constructor. Copy constructor is used to declare and initialize an object from another object. For example, we would define the object C2 and the same time initialize it to the value of C1. In an example, the process of initializing through a copy constructor is known as copy initialization. This is the example: A to X and B to Y. Copy constructor. Constructor overloading. Constructor can be overloaded in a similar way of function overloading. Overloaded constructor have the same name but different number of arguments. Depending upon the number and the type of arguments passed, specific constructor is called. Since there are multiple constructors present, arguments to the constructor should be also passed while creating an object. And this is also default copy constructor default. An object can be initialized with another object of same type. This is same as copying the contents of the class to another class. These default arguments in C++ programming, we can provide a default values for a function parameters. Parameters or arguments are the same. If a function with default arguments is called without passing arguments, then the default parameters are used. If arguments are passed while calling the function, the default arguments are ignored. Default argument is an argument to a function programmer is not required to specify. C++ allows the programmer to specify the default arguments that always have a value even if one is not specified when calling the function. The programmer may call this function in two ways. Observe the slide. In the first case, the value of the argument called C is specified is normal. In the second one, the argument is omitted and the default value of 12 will be used instead of. It is possible to define a constructor with the default arguments. And we have to remember that once we provide a default value for a parameter, all the subsequent parameters must also have default values. So if you are defining the default arguments in the function definition instead of the function prototype, then the function must be defined before the function call. Suppose the public keyword is an access specifier. Access specifier define how the members of a class can be accessed. There is a public, which means that they can be accessed and modified from outside the code. If we want members to be private and hidden from the outside world. In C++, there are three access specifiers: public, private, and protected. In this private, members are accessible from outside the class. So if it is private, members cannot be accessed from outside the class. So if it is protected, members cannot be accessed from the outside the class. However, they can be accessed in the inherited classes. And also have to remember, so it is possible to access private members of a class using a public method inside the same class. It is considered good practice to declare your class attributes as private. So this will reduce the possibility of the ourselves to mess up the code. So this is also the main ingredient of the encapsulation concept, which you will by default all members of the class are private if you do not specify an access specifier particularly. So automatically called when an object is created. So we can define our own constructors. A constructor takes the same name as the class name. We can't define a constructor in the private section. The constructor is a member function of a class which initializes objects of a class in C++. Constructor is automatically called when object created. It is a special member function of the class. A constructor is different from normal function in many ways. Constructor has the same name as a class itself. Constructors does not have return type. and constructor has the same name as the class itself. Constructor does not have return type. Constructor is automatically called when object is created. If we do not specify a constructor, C++ compiler generates a default constructor for us automatically. Default constructor is a constructor which does not take any argument, it has no parameters. It has no return type is specified for a constructor, and constructor must be defined in the public. The constructor must be public member. So constructor overloading is possible. If an object is copied from another object, then the copy constructor is called. The class constructor is a special member function of a class, so that is executed whenever we create a new object of that class. A constructor will have exact same name as the class, and it does not have any return type at all, not even void. Constructors can be very useful for the setting initial values for certain member variables. And this is the destructor. Destructor is a special member function of a class, so that is executed whenever an object of its class goes out of the scope, or whenever the delete expression is applied to a pointer to the object of the class. A destructor will have exact same name as the class, prefixed with a tilde character symbol, and it can neither return a value nor can it take any parameters. Destructor can be very useful for releasing resources before coming out of the program, like closing files, releasing memories, etc. It releases a dynamic allocated memory. Destructors are automatically named, takes the same name of the class name. General syntax of that is very simple. Observe the name. Some important points about the destructors. Take the same name as class name, defined in the public. Destructors cannot be overloaded. No return type is specified. This is about the destructors. So the example, it removes the memory locations. Observe the slide. So constructors, so we can discuss the constructors versus member function. Now that we can know what is constructor, let's discuss how the constructor is different from the member function of the class. The constructor does not have a return type, member function have a return type. The constructor is automatically called when we created the object of the class. Member function needs to be called explicitly using object of the class. When we do not create any constructor in our class, C++ compiler generates a default constructor and it insert it into our code. The same does not apply to the member functions. So this is how a compiler generated default constructor. Constructors with parameters as known as the parameterized constructors, and this type of constructor allows us to pass arguments while object creation. Constructor does not have any return type. So arguments are parameters passing through arguments, values are passing through parameters, and same data type, and data type will not mismatch. Parameters, the number of parameters also should match. So the parameters are initialize the various data elements of the different objects with the different values they are created. So when object is declared in a parameters constructor, the initial value have to be passed as argument to the constructor function. Then generally the normal way of object declaration may not work. And it is very possible to pass arguments to constructors. Typically, these arguments help initialize an object when it is created. So create a parameters to constructors. Simply add parameters to it the way you would to another function to pass values.